Okay, so where's the food?
No donuts, Governor. No donuts. No. Maybe Caliban.
Where's the fruits?
Well, before we begin, half a day.
Half a day.
We can do a little bit better than that. I know we ate our breakfast because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Half a day? Thank you so much for indulging me. Welcome to the Office of the Governor of Guam. My name is Crystal Placos San Augustine. I'm the Director of Communications here. But we are here today to proclaim March 2025 as National Nutrition Month. Why Governor is asking, where's the breakfast? And with that, I also want to acknowledge her presence, the Honorable Lourdes Elian Guerra Magahagan Guam, Governor of Guam. From the Leon Guerrero Tenor Administration, I also want to acknowledge Director of the Department of Public Health and Social Services, Teresa Ariola, as well as Chief Public Health Officer, Catherine Encao. From the Guam Memorial Hospital Authority, Sharon Azucena, Registered Dietitian, Clinical Nutrition Manager. Also, dietetics and dietitians on this side there. Let's give them a round of applause. Keep us healthy. From the Guam Regional Medical City, we had Catherine St. Nicholas, Registered Dietitian, Guam Regional Medical City, and Nutritionist, Clinical Dietitian Representative for the Guam Board of Allied Health Examiners. Thank you so much for your service on our board. Also from the University of Guam, rocking her green in support, Tanisha Afflickley, Registered Dietitian. Dr. Tanisha Afflickley, Coordinator of the Community Nutrition Education Program, Associate Professor of Nutrition. Also want to recognize Godfrey Wong, Registered Dietitian for the Department of Public Health and Social Services. So, Cesar Masi, everyone, for joining us. Oh my goodness. He is actually a very, very healthy man. He was a former Mr. Guam. Yes. If you Google search his name, you'll find his old photos. Senator Jesse Lujan for the 38th Guam legislature. Senator, what year was that? Mr. Guam 19?
No, it's not Mr. Guam. It's Mr. America, I think.
Mr. America! Even better. Yes, a former bodybuilder, so very familiar with the nutrition, and one of the many reasons, 1983.
Wow.
Mr. America, thank you so much for correcting me, Senator. And he still's maintaining his fit physique, so Cesar Masi for joining us. Now I want to give the floor to explain why we're here today to Dr. Tanisha Afflickley, Registered Dietitian, Coordinator for the Community Nutrition Education Program at the University of Guam. You have the floor.
Thank you. Got it. Mananasiduas Todos Hamzu. Good morning, everyone. I was just introduced. I was going to introduce myself, but I'm Tanisha Afflickley. I do have the esteemed privilege of kicking off today's proclamation signing ceremony in observance of National Nutrition Month. National Nutrition Month is an annual campaign every March created by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, which advances the profession of dietetics through research, education, and advocacy. Local registered dietitian nutritionists and nutrition and dietetic technicians who are registered were celebrated on March 12th and 13th. Thank you to all who showed up and with their support and signs at the Nutrition Wave at the I2C intersection. During National Nutrition Month, everyone is invited to learn about making informed food choices and developing healthful eating and physical activity habits. Each year, the Academy develops a National Nutrition Month theme. This year's theme is Food Connects Us. The 37 licensed professionals in Guam, from the grocery store to the hospital and everywhere in between, have celebrated how food connects us this month and throughout the year by hosting a potluck with a fun and educational twist, sharing their educational background and creating a My Plate inspired menu, bringing dishes that start with the first letter of their name. Check out GRMC's Facebook page, #National Nutrition Month activities. Providing nutrition education activities for all, including school field trips to the Edu Kitchen, presentations for worksite wellness programs, and monthly workshops with the Circle of Care Cancer Support Group at the Health Smart program at Payless Supermarkets. They've also modified traditional recipes and family favorite dishes to honor cultural background and still enjoy the foods they love with receiving dialysis treatment. RDN's vital role to help patients receiving dialysis navigate the their nutrient and fluid needs, ensure nutrition is both enjoyable and meaningful. Other celebrations have been updating the menu at the skilled nursing facility to include Chamorro foods like Karamana and chicken kelaguen. Shout out to the recipe development team that has been working hard to add more local foods to the menu. They've also tailored nutrition education with RDNs and dietetics to ensure that local produce or cultural foods in the menu that are in the menu. GMHA often includes Chamorro and or Filipino foods for lunch in the cafeteria. March or Matsu is also Mestimoru in the cafeteria. Connecting the community to nutrition education programs has been another pivotal point or pivotal keystone for Guam, and that promotes healthy recipes, walking paths, playscapes, and local produce at the University of Guam Extension Services with our value partners at WIC, Public Health, Take Care, Guam Head Start, and GDOE to name a few. Food truly connects us. As I look around this room, I can recall a moment, a meal, or a gathering that I shared with one of you that included food or drink. You know, like a fancy coffee, not the other kind of drink. We may have shared tears, both happy and sad, embraced for comfort or to celebrate, talked, or danced. Through it all, there was food. Food represents part of our identity or simply marks a memorable moment in time. I remember a greeting card that said, your love is like kadu on a rainy day. And another card that said, when life gives you lemons, make lemon powder. Or maybe it was, when life gives you lemon powder, make kelaguen. Yes. Either way, these sayings underscore how food connects us. As we continue to celebrate National Nutrition Month in Mes Tomorrow, I urge you to express your cultural heritage through food to connect with others. Remember, if the food shared is good for the body, then more good is unlocked for others, for health, and for our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanisha. And I just wanted to say that Governor's favorite food is chicken kelaguen. Just plugging that. And also yesterday I got to enjoy chocolate cake, and they ran out of milk, the right milk for the icing, so they used coconut milk. It was delicious. So thank you so much, Tanisha, for those remarks. I now want to give the floor to the Honorable Lourdes Leon Guerrero, Magahagan Guahan, Governor of Guam, for her remarks.
Thank you very much, Crystal, and welcome to this, I think, very significant day where we are going to proclaim the National Food Nutrition Day. And it's very important that we do these proclamations because it gives it a lot of significance and gets the community more aware of what we are doing in the community on the issue of food. And as I listened to Tanisha, I was going, wow, she just said everything, you know, the health part, the nutrition part, the part that when we're feeling kind of bad, that we turn to food to make us feel good. The part where we say, when it's a rainy day, what do we say? Oh, I'm going to go home and eat kadu. You know, just all this, right? Which all really demonstrate exactly what the theme is, which food connects us. And as I was thinking about this proclamation, I started thinking about even going back to our ancestors, correct? Where did they get the food? They got the food from the waters, the ocean. They got the food from the land, right? These are all, I mean, we were more organic than the organic people today because there was no preservatives, nothing, right? We caught what we had to eat. We cooked it. We farmed what we had to eat. We ate it, right? We drank fresh rainwater, which is very pure and nutritious for us too. And then, of course, with the evolution of westernization, our diets changed, and we can see what happens with all the consequences of food that was modified and changed in our diets. And now I know we're working very hard to try and at least balance that out. Right. So, and then when I was thinking about food connects us, it's so true. Guam, I think, is the most multi-diverse cultural environment here in Guam. And I have to say that the cuisine here, from the Filipino food to the Korean food to the Japanese food to the Thai food to the Vietnamese food to the Chinese food, the Chamorro food. I mean, look, we have, yeah, I know. And we have so much diverse. And I'll tell you, I've traveled all over, but nothing is better than the cuisine here in our island. And it even tells it to our tourists. We recently had a survey, and one of the things that our tourists, these tourists that were surveyed, responded to and why they like Guam is because of the uniqueness, the friendliness, and the food, cuisine, right? So it does more than just connects us. I think it helps us in our economy. It helps us in the political world, not only just our own healthy body, comfort and all of that. So, it's nutrition. How do we live? How do we wake up every morning to breathe and have energy? We eat. You can take as many supplements of vitamins or energy juices or whatever, but nothing can replace really the food that you eat that really helps with your energy, your health, even your outlook in life, right? So it's very important. And I was also very excited to know we have a lot of registered dietitians on island, and the work that the university is doing, public health, the GMH, GRMC, the whole community, like to promote healthy habits, healthy eating, healthy living. So it's a great honor for me really to proclaim actually the month of March as the National Nutrition Month, because and Tanisha is already saying, you guys were already doing events that will pay attention and community awareness. And she said that you brought food that began with your first letter of your name. And I was thinking L. For me, lemay. I would bring lemay. Anyway, I think that was a thoughtful, creative event, right? To incentivize people. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to say thank you, all of you, for really your work. And sometimes in our workplace, we feel like we're not appreciated, right? The daily routine and things that happen at the workplace, but know that really you're very key to the health of our people. So please continue on with what you do, and let's expand it even more. Sidus Masi, and happy National Nutrition Month.
Sidus Masi, Governor. And now for the reading of the proclamation, I want to call to the podium Lenora Matanani, registered dietitian for the University of Guam. Come on down.
What would I bring? Oh, she took lemay already. I'll bring lemon. Oh, do we have the proclamation here? Or I'll bring the one I have. Sidus Masi. Proclamation number 2025-25. A proclamation of the governor proclaiming March 2025 as National Nutrition Month. Whereas this month, our island joins the nationwide celebration of National Nutrition Month, which recognizes the significance of making informed food choices, developing healthy eating habits, and maintaining physical activity. Whereas registered dietitians are committed to promoting health, wellness, and nutrition through evidence-based practices, nutrition education, and advocacy. Whereas the theme of National Nutrition Month this year, Food Connects Us, emphasizes the importance of food in bringing people together, fostering community, and creating lasting bonds. Whereas among Guam's rich history of culinary practice that contributes to its unique heritage, our island can benefit from informed nutritional choices and eating habits. Whereas educating our community, especially our youth, about the importance of nutrition empowers individuals to a bright and healthy future. Practices such as eating sustainably, meeting nutritional goals, and receiving guidance from a registered dietitian nutritionist are some of many ways our community can lead a healthy lifestyle. And whereas as our island celebrates National Nutrition Month, we are reminded of the many opportunities to make smart food choices that positively impact our health, develop sustainable and beneficial eating habits, and maintain awareness of where we receive our nutrition. We also celebrate the men and women who work tirelessly to help our community become more conscious of their nutrition by advocating for solutions that translate to healthy living. Mrs. Masi.
Now therefore I, Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Magahagangwahan, Governor of Guam, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Organic Act of Guam as amended, do hereby proclaim March 2025 as National Nutrition Month. And together with the Acting Lieutenant Governor of Guam, Frank Blas Jr., we have caused this Great Seal of Guam to be affixed in the capital village of Agutnia on this 21st day of March in the year of our Lord, Anno Domini 2025. Viva!
Mrs. Masi, and our Mrs. Masi to our governor. Before we close, I do want to give the floor to Teresa Ariola, Director for the Department of Public Health and Social Services, for some brief closing remarks.
Thank you, Governor, Senator, friends in the nutrition space. Thank you so much for all that you do. As you know, the Department of Public Health and Social Services, our main mission is to engage the entire community and to think healthy and do strategies that create healthy living. And so definitely nutrition is a key component. So I want to thank you on behalf of the department and the men and women of the work that you do in all your sectors, whether it's in the hospital, the schools, in our community, the WIC program that's here today, the Public Health WIC program that constantly helps women and children begin a new lifestyle, set that tone in the beginning of their lives, especially with children. So thank you, the WIC program employees. And speaking of food and connectivity, so of course we're celebrating multiple things in March. I think the governor has had a record-breaking number of proclamation signings for the month of March. But it's Mes Chamorro, celebration of our indigenous culture here on Guam. And whether you are indigenous like myself and many others, the governor, many others in this room, but if you're not indigenous to Chamorro, but you have chosen to make the land of the Chamorro people your home, I think it's wonderful that we all come together. And like the governor said, food variety on Guam is so, so wonderful. So many people who come in and out of the island, whether they visit, consultants, that's the one thing that's common. The food on Guam is great. And if you can go to one place to taste all of Asia and America, it's on Guam. So I think we're very blessed. And speaking of connectivity, to celebrate Chamorro Month, my staff and I were celebrating throughout the department Chamorro Fiesta today. And so I wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful Chamorro Month. And let's continue to think as we celebrate making food definitely part of our lives, because it really is here on our island. Let's also remember that it's not all the sugary stuff. There's wonderful food that we don't need, that we can use in our bodies to make us healthy, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. So thank you very much.
This is Kelsey Therese. And I want to call everyone in the room to the front for a group photo. Thank you so much for joining us again for proclaiming March 2025 as National Nutrition Month. Viva National Nutrition Month! Viva! One more time. Viva National Nutrition Month! Viva! Thank you so much.